I read the New York Times because it helps me understand the worldview of progressive Democrats. And so they had an article exactly 2 weeks ago, April 7th, 2023. The article was entitled Calculating the Fastest Road to an Electric Car Future. Now, let me give you some background from my perspective. The first book I ever read that dealt with climate change policy was Al Gore's Earth in the Balance in 1992. From that moment and ever since, I have screamed all I can that climate change policy is built upon a pack of lies, misinformation, disinformation at its finest. This is not about climate science. This is about climate change policy. Let me give you two lies that they've said forever. One is green energy will produce more and better paying jobs. Second lie is that green energy is cheap, and so you'll be paying less for your energy. On that second one, this is not from the Times, but I paid more for utilities this year over the winter than I've ever paid in my life. And I even had a solar panel consultant come in to learn that he could not make it cheaper for me because I don't qualify for much of the government subsidies. And even worse, I'd have to chop down the trees to even be able to replace all the energy using solar panel, which I'm not going to do that. Now, to the article, though, it's about the EPA has been given authority from the Biden administration to regulate tailpipes in such a way that basically gas-powered cars, it will be illegal for auto manufacturers to make these things in 10, 12 years. So you'll have to buy them. And it admitted the car prices are going to be higher. They are now, and they will stay that way. But even more so, this is what I mean by totalitarianism. There's no democracy here. There's no choice on your part. There's no vote that you can take. This is completely out of your control. You are going to be required to submit with the barrel of a gun at your face. You will have to buy an electric car, whether you want to or not. But even crazier from this article, they use the Ford F-150 as an example, the top-selling cars in the history of America. It's a pickup truck. They said that the gas-powered F-150, it requires over 4,000 people to man the assembly lines to put this truck together. For the electric F-150, I think they call it the Lightning, it requires less than 800. And the Times admits this is true on all electric vehicles. So once again, I think they're just slowly saying, you know what, we're going to have to be sharing some truth on this because the Americans are going to figure this out. You need to figure this out now and stop it. Always vote against this totalitarian pile of crap. It is built upon lies. It is disinformation, misinformation at its finest, as I said. But thank you, New York Times, for finally giving us some truth.